Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lynn Sullivan, and I am the Interim Assistant Vice President Students here at Nipissing University. I have the pleasure of co-emceeing today alongside our Nipissing University Student Union, NUSU, Vice President Advocacy and Awareness, Tiandra Miller.
Hello, everyone. Just a few housekeeping items before we begin. Washrooms are located outside of the bar area and to the left. There will be refreshments available right after the ceremony during the reception. There's a 10% discount at Bay Bistro for DMLA recipients and the supporters before and after, dine-in only. Our photographer, Brendan O'Connor, will be available to take photos by the stairs after the ceremony, and Laker swag will be available for purchase after the ceremony as well.
All right, and to begin, I would first like to acknowledge that Nipissing University sits within the traditional territory of the Nipissing First Nation, the territory of the Anishinaabe, with the lands protected by the Robinson-Huron Treaty of 1850. It is on this land today that I feel grateful to have felt the sun warm my face, as you may have as well. Breathe in the fresh air, crisp with the promise of spring, which is just around the corner, and notice how the crunching snow beneath my feet started to turn to puddles. This campus offers so many opportunities to connect with and learn about the land and people. I encourage you to reflect on and learn about the land that you are on, including if you've traveled from elsewhere on Turtle Island. I am grateful to be a visitor on this land today and to celebrate all the amazing achievements of so many students now and always.
The Dave Marshall Leadership Awards are named in honor of Dr. Dave Marshall, who was unable to join us in person today. Dr. Marshall dedicated 18 years of consecutive service to Nipissing University as President, Vice-Chancellor, and Dean of Education. Students chosen for this award have demonstrated many of the same qualities embodied by Dr. Marshall during his tenure at Nipissing. Like him, these students show a commitment to higher education, a vision for the future, and leadership in community service.
Recipients of this award have demonstrated leadership in one of the three categories: academic, campus, or community. As they cross the stage, you will hear a short biography about their accomplishments, outlining how their leadership has positively impacted our campus and community.
Dave Marshall joined Nipissing in 1985 as the Dean of the Faculty of Education. He became Nipissing's second president in 1990 and led Nipissing through the transformation from affiliate college to an independent university. He led Nipissing University as president for 13 years, and in 2003 became president of Mount Royal College in Calgary, where he led that institution through the transition to full university status in 2009. He retired in 2011 after 21 years as a president and the only person in Canada to lead the transformation of two institutions into full university status. In post-presidential life, Dr. Marshall has consulted with universities across Canada in the areas of leadership, transition, governance, and executive search and review. While they now live in Calgary, Dave and Sheila still spend summers at their cottage on Lake Talon, visited by their sons and grandchildren. Now we'll turn it over to Dr. Marshall for his opening remarks.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to a wonderful afternoon of a celebration of student leadership and student success. And I will get to that in a moment. But first, I think we all have to recognize that leadership and student leadership and student success just doesn't occur in a vacuum. It requires a supportive, encouraging, and rewarding environment for students to achieve success. And I think we need to recognize today that Nipissing University is one of the best, if not the best in the country, at providing that environment that supports and encourages student success. So before we get on to the students, just a congratulations to Nipissing University for the work you do. Well done. We're all proud of you. But of course, today is about celebrating the achievements of some wonderful and outstanding student leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be impressed as you hear what these young people have done. And of course, I'm humbled as I am every year with the possibility that my name is even remotely associated with your successes and your future students. So thank you for that. And I'm sorry once again that I'm not able to meet you in person. I look forward to some future time when we can talk and interact, but today you'll just have to settle for some online greetings. Students, you are wonderful leaders. You've already proven this, and it's interesting because years ago I used to, this is my 21st time at providing these introductions, and I used to provide you with a little bit of a lecture on leadership and what it was, and I'm a slow learner, came to realize that you folks didn't need that. You're already leaders. You've made it. You're now leaders. You're the dog that's caught the car. You are now called leaders, and you've made it. So you don't need me or anyone else, quite frankly, to tell you what good leadership is and how you get there. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about what good leadership is, just listen to the bios and the accomplishments of these young people today. But having said that, I am an ex-president and ex-prof, so you're not going to get out of here without me at least giving you a little bit of wisdom today. When I first became a university president, about 35 years ago, one of my mentors pulled me aside and said, Dave, you're now a leader, you're now a president, but don't forget, there are some obligations that come with that leadership, and if you follow those obligations, you're going to live through all the many crises and the many mistakes that you're going to make as a leader. And so I thought just today I'm going to share with you the 3 things that mentor 35 years told me, and they worked for me. I think I stayed true to them for 21 years as the president of 2 universities, but my time isn't very long today, so I'm just going to give you the point form of these 3 things, and maybe at a later date we can have more discussion, or maybe you can have some discussion with some of your profs about this. But here they are. These are the 3 things that a mentor told me in the first year I was a university president. First, she told me, always tell the truth. No obfuscation, no alternate fact, no misdirection of the truth. The minute that you don't tell the truth, that you twist the facts, you're like the boy who cried wolf. No one will ever believe you again, and you will be labeled as someone who doesn't tell the truth. That's the first one. The second is optimism. Look, you as a leader, you have to be the person where the glass is half full. So if the weather report tomorrow is for 40% rain, it's not 40% rain to you, it's 60% sunshine. How can you expect all the people that are following you to have hope if you don't have hope? And the third is empathy. I think it's important that you recognize that there are many people that you're going to lead and work with who, well, just don't see things exactly the same way you do. And I'll suggest, and I was told that maybe you should listen to them, and maybe listening to some people who don't see things the way that you do can help sharpen your own views on life. So those are the 3 things. Very quickly, truth, optimism, empathy. I mean, how can you go wrong with those 3 things? Call it the TOE, T-O-E, TOE principle. And I think I used those, and I certainly lived through many crises, and I certainly made many mistakes as a president. But following those 3 simple things, I think, helped me come out at the other end of those crises and those mistakes with my head high. So that's it. That's it for today. That's my lecture. I'll just conclude by congratulating all of these students once again. Congratulations for your achievements, for the leadership you provided, and thank you providing all of us here with the hope for a better world to come. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a wonderful celebration this afternoon.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Scott Russell, an award-winning broadcaster and acclaimed author, brought vast experience, passion, and knowledge to his role as one of the hosts of CBC Sports' Road to the Olympic Games. A CBC Sports veteran of more than 25 years, he was a host and rinkside reporter for CBC's Hockey Night in Canada for 14 years. He is also a member of the CBC Sports Initiative on Women in Sports. Among his numerous awards, he received an honorary degree from Nipissing University in 2020. We are very pleased to have Dr. Russell with us today, so please join us in welcoming Dr. Russell to the stage to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Linz and Tiandra, who is the co-MC today. Firstly, let me say how excited I am to be in the presence of so many outstanding student leaders today. to Hillary Neal and the team that puts this all together, thank you very much for inviting me to be here. And I have to say, I'm in awe of each and every one of you and your capacity to make a difference in the classroom, in your areas of study, in the life of the university, and in not only the community of North Bay, but the diverse places where you come from. I'm also impressed by the fact that so many people have been nominated for these Dave Marshall Leadership Awards. So many who will not receive the awards, but who are equally as deserving. You know, it's my first year as Chancellor and my first chance to attend this very important ceremony. And I'm impressed at the power of Nipissing University and its students to create hope for a bright future in our own backyard and well beyond our borders. You know, leadership can be an intangible trait. Some leaders are charismatic. They have a tremendous power of personal influence. And some leaders are examples to follow, understated, but worthy of admiration because of their virtue and their hard work and their commitment. All leaders seem to have this rare ability to motivate and to inspire people who are around them. But good leadership, positive leadership, requires a belief in the fundamental values of humanity: excellence, respect, and friendship. This is the kind of leadership which is at a premium at this very moment in time all over the world. And it's not only at Nipissing, but it's also in North Bay, Ontario, where you live, that this becomes very important. Enlightened leadership, which all of the recipients of the Dave Marshall Leadership Awards possess, requires doing the right thing in a compassionate way. And it's not always easy. But as my late father once taught me, when it's wrong, it's always wrong, no matter if everyone is doing it. But when it's right, it's always right, no matter if you're the only one doing it. Good leaders get to the heart of the matter. As Dr. Marshall said, they get to the truth. They always try to do the right thing, and they enrich the lives of those who surround them. As Nelson Mandela wrote in his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, there are times when a leader must move out ahead of the flock, go off in a new direction, confident that they are leading the people in the right way. Today, the student leaders who we celebrate come from various backgrounds. People of every race, faith, gender, orientation, and ability. They embody the kaleidoscope of our Nipissing University community. There are students who excel in the arts, campus government, athletes, aspiring healthcare workers, researchers, environmental scientists, and those who have ambitions to be teachers. Their ranks include people of vision in many walks of life. These Lakers, who you celebrate today, have more than earned our admiration and respect because of their accomplishments. They do what they do not because of some promise of personal gain, but instead because they have faith in a fundamental truth. And that truth is, being a good and compassionate citizen is the greatest contribution that one can make to the health of humanity. I've been reading the work of the late Honorable Murray Sinclair, who was an Indigenous judge, educator, and senator who headed up Canada's Truth and Reconciliation Commission. In Who We Are, 4 Questions for a Life and a Nation, he was asked, what's the most important thing about leadership? His response was telling, and I think we should all take it to heart. The important thing about leadership is you've got to learn to love the people, he said, because they're not always going to love you. And you still have to love the people because they need somebody who will treat them well, who treats them like they love them. Good leadership, in the end, requires a generosity of spirit, an unselfish ability to look out for a friend, and the friend who lives next door or just down the street. And because you do that, you make things better for everybody. That spirit is the lifeblood of our university and of our community. and I'm so amazed to learn of all your accomplishments. I had the chance to speak with some of you when you came in today, and I'm deeply honored to stand up here and have my picture taken with you and with our remarkable president, Dr. Walmsley. And please forgive me if I post a few of those pictures, because there's a new thing out there called social media, and I want as many people as possible to understand how proud I am to be associated with you. So congratulations on a wonderful day. Sorry for getting emotional.
Thank you, Dr. Russell. We would now like to introduce Dr. Kevin Walmsley. Dr. Walmsley is the 7th President and Vice-Chancellor of Nipissing University. Over the course of his 34-year career, he has had the privilege to serve as a professor, a researcher, and senior leader at several Canadian universities. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Walmsley to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you very much. And there's a reason that we appointed Dr. Russell as our chancellor, and it's to make him a tough act to follow. He truly is. The Walmsley and Russell-Walmsley show has been on parade in different countries at different times, and this is the first time we've done it at Nipissing University, and I think it's off to a good start. I'm reminded today on this beautiful day in this beautiful building with a bunch of great people that we're so grateful to be on the traditional territory of the Nipissing First Nation and the Anishinaabe people. And we're here to celebrate leadership. And I want a shout out to our staff for setting this up for all of us. They do a wonderful job. It's so well organized. It is like clockwork, and it's all about celebrating the students today. And I want to say thank you to Dr. Dennis Mock, who was president after Dr. Dave Marshall, whose idea it was to create the Dave Marshall Leadership Awards. So thank you to Dennis Mock. You know, as university president, I spend a great deal of time thinking about what the best possible university experience should be. When it comes to students, we strive to provide the best possible academic experience for all. We don't always get it right, but we strive to get it right. I'm reminded today as we sit here with this group of people in the Student Center that the university is about so much more than academic courses, grades, and degrees. When you walk across that stage at Convocation, and for many of you it will be this June, signaling that your time with us is drawing to a close, you're going to graduate a much different person than when you arrived at the doorstep of Nipissing University. When you arrived, you brought your life experiences to us and your many talents, but today celebrates the important aspects of your academic life and the value that you have added to our university. And isn't that what we're all striving for? To make the best of our experiences while we are here. Some of you excelled at research that has a direct impact on people's lives, the kind of impact that an undergraduate student can only make at a university like Nipissing, where you are seen and heard. Some of you have made incredible contributions to our campus life and beyond with your understandings of people's needs, how to invoke change to serve people better, to make our campus more inclusive, or to make our community stronger through various initiatives, events, and even fundraising. Today's ceremony is all about leadership, as you've heard, remembering those that came before us and building upon their work. It's a debt that we have when we are given opportunities, and heavy is the responsibility of leadership. Start with Dr. Dave Marshall, 18 years of consecutive service as the Dean of Education and President and Vice-Chancellor of Nipissing University, and then President of Mount Royal College in Calgary. Dave Marshall was an outstanding leader who made a difference everywhere that he worked, and you can tell that when you hear his voice on the video. My debt to President Marshall to make Nipissing University a better place than it was the first day that I arrived, to create opportunities for students, faculty, and staff, and for the community and the region to be better. I would also like to acknowledge someone who has taken on a significant role at the university, our Chancellor Scott Russell, celebrating his first Dave Marshall event. Thank you, Scott, for taking on this great service to Nipissing University. And to the most important people, our award-winning students. Today is about you. The Dave Marshall Leadership Award is not something that you win. This isn't a contest. The Dave Marshall Leadership Awards are earned. It's not about earning your degree or going to class. Your journey is just like my journey. It's about how you put your next foot forward after your first day on campus to make this a better place for others. We're here today to celebrate your achievements in these three areas. In President Marshall's name, we honor the work that you've done. We honor exceptional research activity. We honor improvements to campus life and the quality of life for students. We honor positive change in our community. Today is a celebration of wonderful accomplishments. But I also want to say that today we appreciate all of us who are in our corners, who have helped us along the way, who gave us the privilege to be here, and who influence the values that we have, which make us who we are. And the task before then is to take these experiences, to take that which has been celebrated through the Dave Marshall Leadership Award that you all have earned, and pay it forward. How will you pay this forward? I want you to keep this challenge always at the forefront of your lives, but honestly, based on the accomplishments of all of this year's Dave Marshall Leadership Awards, I'm really not too worried about the future because it's in your very capable hands. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Walmsley, and to Scott. We're now going to begin with the presentation of awards. The awards will be presented jointly by President and Vice-Chancellor Dr. Kevin Walmsley and Chancellor Dr. Scott Russell.
To be nominated in the academic category, a student must have the potential to further pursue their area of study and possibly affect or be involved with cutting-edge work that will result in the advancement of their discipline. The student must be engaged in research or some other activity that is exceptional and outside the normal expectations of their program. This research or activity should be able to increase people's understanding of or interest in the discipline. The student may also balance their academic demands with other services to the local or university community. Here are the recipients.
The first recipient in this category is Allison Arculus. From Stouffville, Ontario, Allison is intelligent, motivated, kind, caring, generous, honest, and empathetic, qualities of a true leader. Working on her history degree with plans to complete a Bachelor of Education degree, Allison is fascinated by the stories of people throughout time. One of Allison's essays, entitled Deconstructing the Textbook, Take on Women's Suffrage, critiques an oversimplification of feminist movements in textbooks, highlighting racial injustices with early feminism. Allison argues that many textbooks omit key figures and struggles of Black suffragists, misrepresenting the complexity of the movement. Through her work with the Lucy Maud Montgomery Society, she conducted extensive research, led guided tours, and organized a 150th birthday celebration for Montgomery at Nipissing University. She created a pop-up museum and collaborated with the English department for a book display, emphasizing the importance of preserving cultural heritage. As the president of the History Society, Allison planned and successfully executed a well-attended movie and game night centered around the 2000 film Gladiator. The event opened with a lecture from Dr. Richard Winfor, Nipissing's resident expert on the ancient Roman world. Allison is deeply invested in education, having designed history and French lesson plans well before entering the Bachelor of Education program. One such lesson, the Trench Life Classroom activity, immerses students in the sensory experiences of World War I trenches using scents, sounds, and role-playing. Allison encourages new Lakers to reach out to their professors, emphasizing that the university can be tough, but you don't need to make it tougher by isolating yourself from valuable support systems. After graduation, Allison plans to become a history and French teacher with the goal of helping students realize their value inside and outside of the classroom. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Allison with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category.
Sorry. We would now like to present Atlas Gifford. Atlas Gifford is an exceptionally conscientious student, a critical thinker, and a devoted learner. As a student in the Social Welfare and Social Development program, Atlas has produced insightful analyses on topics such as Indigenous conceptualizations of self-government in relation to the land, the role of nonviolence in Indigenous struggles, and meeting the diverse health needs of the queer community. These analyses have been skillfully presented both in well-written academic assignments and through eloquent public speeches. Beyond the classroom, Atlas excels as a community organizer. Especially impactful for Atlas was their key role in organizing the recent Anjibunaswin Symposium, an intellectually significant event addressing Indigenous approaches to gender-based violence and healing. Atlas also organized an art exhibition that toured North Bay, Temagami, and Toronto, featuring works from the Queer Up North Residency Initiative. Additionally, they founded and manage a print and digital magazine created by and for non-binary individuals. This initiative included a successful Kickstarter campaign and produced 5 print issues distributed to over 15 countries. Atlas advises new Lakers to take charge of their own educational experience. Go into your courses and your experiences with the goal of what you want to get out of it, and it will drastically improve your academic experience. Consistency, listening, and showing up are key to success. Atlas plans to pursue their Master of Environmental Studies at Nipissing. They hope to continue to use primary research and arts-based practices to explore their interests. Atlas's goal is to work in the nonprofit sector, and they aspire to teach at the college-university level.
Congratulations so much. The next recipient is William Mackenzie. From Barrie, Ontario, William Mackenzie is described as dedicated, hardworking, thoughtful, and engaged, qualities he models for his peers. William is currently completing his Master of Environmental Science, combining his passion for nature and science. William works in partnership with Nipissing First Nation to study water contamination and the water itself in McInnes Creek on the north shore of Lake Nipissing. This work requires new understandings of the hydraulic properties of the creek, which aligns with Nipissing First Nation's environmental management plan, while improving scientific understandings of watershed and their impacts on drinking water and aquatic habitats. Conducting field work with NFN has fueled William's interest in understanding how contaminants are transported and stored in ecosystems, the effects of climate change, and strategies to use to protect species at risk. Beyond research, William enhances the student experience as a teaching assistant, helping students navigate geomatics and chemistry labs with enthusiasm and clarity. He also serves the university community as director-at-large with Nipissing University Student Union, learning the importance of listening to diverse perspectives and working collaboratively to develop solutions to multifaceted problems. William's family and friends have played a pivotal role by providing continuous support and encouragement throughout his studies. His thesis supervisor, Dr. April James, continues to inspire him to go above and beyond with his research by sharing her wealth of knowledge and providing unique opportunities. His advice to future Lakers is to step out of their comfort zones by trying new things. Follow opportunities that pique your curiosity. Embrace the fact that you may not succeed the first time, but be patient. This is all part of the learning experience. After graduation, William aspires to enter a career within consulting or government with the possibility of pursuing a PhD in hydrology in the future. Nipissing University proudly recognizes William with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category. Does that make sense?
All right, everyone, my mic died. From Windsor, Ontario, Rebecca Mazias is known for her kindness, resilience, and unwavering commitment to positive change. As a student leader, Rebecca has learned that her vulnerability and passion are not weaknesses, but strengths that allow her to lead authentically. Pursuing her Master of Kinesiology, Rebecca's research examines how coach behavior towards sport officials influences players' moral behavior, a critical issue in youth sports. As both a hockey official and a youth coach of the U15 AA North Bay girls, she brings valuable real-world insights into her academic work, making her research highly relevant and impactful. As a referee, Rebecca has received both verbal and physical abuse from coaches, athletes, and parents. This did not stop her, but instead motivated her to find a solution for referee maltreatment through dedicated research. As a teaching assistant, she is dedicated to helping undergraduate students build confidence in their coursework. Guest lecturing in various courses within the Bachelor of Physical Health and Education program at Nipissing University has allowed her to share her experiences as an ice hockey referee. As a member of the Groups for Youth Development Lab under the supervision of Dr. Mark Bruner, Rebecca has been able to work with youth athletes in the community to foster positive development through sport. One piece of advice she has for future Lakers is to take advantage of all the amazing research opportunities that Nipissing offers. A small campus provides multiple chances to investigate issues that impact the community. After graduation, Rebecca plans to pursue a PhD to further investigate referee maltreatment in youth sport. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Rebecca with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category.
Great. The next recipient is Desiree Passay. From Durham, Ontario, Desiree has a remarkable broad interest in mathematics, ranging from abstract topics such as topology to applications in environmental science and biology. In 2023, Desiree was approached by one of her professors to apply for an undergraduate student research award. She took his advice, and it opened her eyes to the endless opportunities that research can offer. Working on a dual degree in environmental biology and technologies and mathematics, Desiree has worked as a research assistant with Dr. Alexander Karasev. They explored the applications of text analysis tools such as WordScore and WordFish, which were originally developed for analyzing political text, short answer surveys, and customer reviews. Aiming to improve word classification accuracy, modifications were made and tested and led to noticeable improvement in classification accuracy, comparable to that of a neural network classifier. Desiree is an active participant in a joint project with One Kids Place here in North Bay. One Kids Place offers outpatient rehabilitation services with a wide range of programs and services to children and youth with physical, communicative, and developmental needs. The project focuses on identifying key parameters that determine the complexity of services a client needs, such as the number of hours, specialists involved, and visits required. Desiree's findings were applied in the development of a business intelligence tool designed to help One Kids Place in tracking and managing their resources. One piece of advice Desiree would like to give future Lakers is that the best way to ensure a good university experience is to become actively involved in your own learning. The most successful students are those that participate in class, work on understanding the material on their own time, attend office hours, and create opportunities for themselves to learn and grow. After she graduates, Desiree plans to pursue a Master of Mathematics and potentially teach at the university level. Nipissing University proudly wants to recognize Desiree with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category.
From Astorville, Ontario, Darwin Parks is an exceptional undergraduate student who is highly motivated, intellectually curious, and consistently engaged. Known for their creativity and remarkable ability to work both independently and across disciplines, Darwin excels in their academic pursuits at Nipissing University. Working on a double major in anthropology and gender equality and social justice, Darwin completed an ethnography based on participant observation and interviews in North Bay. The ethnography explored themes of belonging, identity, and placemaking within the semi-professional wrestling community and the spaces that they mobilize to facilitate inclusion. The ethnography considered not only the performative aspects of gender and popular culture, but also the ways in which community was built between performers in the context of a small town in Northern Ontario. Beyond Darwin's academic excellence, they play an active leadership role as co-president of the Anthropology Club, where they helped develop the club's constitution. Darwin was instrumental in re-establishing the Anthropology Club after the pandemic and has worked to create a community of inclusion that generates and fosters interest in anthropology. Darwin's insight, leadership, and engagement with the anthropology program were recognized when they were nominated to sit as the student representative on the Anthropology Institutional Quality Assurance Process Self-Study Committee. Darwin encourages future Lakers to get out there. It's terrifying and it's daunting, but community and the radical act of caring for others will save a person more than anything. Darwin will pursue their master's degree at either Dalhousie or McGill this coming year, hoping to use interdisciplinary approaches to tackle institutional and infrastructural discrimination. Their hope is to help people however they can, be it through research, education, or institutional change. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Darwin with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category.
The next award goes to Jerry Polishtuk. From North Bay, Ontario, Jerry has a natural ability to engage others and inspire interest in the field of social work and disability research. As a student in his professional years of the social work program, he is dedicated to ensuring that individuals with lived experience of intellectual disabilities are included in the research process in meaningful ways. In October 2024, Jerry co-designed and co-presented a workshop at the research camp at Brock University on inclusive research methods, which he delivered alongside a person with an intellectual disability. Jerry's passion for disability research is evident in his leadership in co-developing a training module on accessible research as funded by the Ontario Association on Developmental Disabilities and National Association for the Dually Diagnosed Participation Scholarship. Jerry is also actively involved with the Participatory Advocacy Research Network, where he helps co-develop a community of practice in inclusive research. Jerry's dedication to advancing inclusive research practices is also reflected in his work as a research assistant on a collaborative project called the Access Project. This project is an innovative approach to crisis recovery designed to embed equity in the development of strategies and solutions to support the needs of all Canadians. Jerry played a key role in efforts to address the accessibility of services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Jerry's advice for future Lakers is that you don't ever have to be shy about taking a chance with an opportunity. You're worth betting on. You also may surprise yourself with how many people are willing to support you along the way. Jerry hopes to establish a social work practice and make good on the promise he made to himself when he shifted his gears in life, to help people. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Jerry with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category. That was choked up.
From Rohtak, Haryana, India, Sagar Tavatia has always been driven by his curiosity about science and technology, to learn how things function and how that can be used to make a difference in the real world. Working on his post-baccalaureate diploma in environment and sustainability, Sagar successfully completed a senior-level directed studies project under Dr. John Kovac's supervision. This project was the first of its kind and involved a joint official collaboration between Nipissing University and the Geographic Information System team from the City of North Bay, Ontario. Using real data provided from the city, Sagar developed a comprehensive geospatial interface for fire hydrant inspections, which had until then been limited to handwritten inspections and a very basic database management system. He developed an innovative public works inspector interface for handheld devices and a real-time digital dashboard for public works managers, all seamlessly linked to the City of North Bay's current geospatial database. As a result, Sagar gained considerable experience beyond the classroom, specifically on the use of geographic information systems. Sagar's final presentation and real-time demonstration were conducted at City Hall in the presence of the GIS team, the Director and Manager of Information Systems for the city, and both the Dean and Associate Dean of Arts and Science of Nipissing University. The City GIS team was extremely impressed and has since expressed their desire for an official long-term internship program with Nipissing University. Sagar advises future Lakers to keep in touch with their professors. They not only have academic advice for you, but also valuable life advice based on their experiences in the field and in life. Sagar would like to further explore his newfound interest in the field of GIS and remote sensing, working on similar projects that make a real-world impact. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Sagar with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the academic category.
Okay, now we move on to the next category. To be nominated in the campus category, a student must use their leadership to influence university affairs to create a sense of community on campus. This student enhances the campus culture by encouraging others to become involved and attempts to improve the quality of life for all students. The student must be actively and meaningfully engaged in a club or student organization, student government, athletics, and/or student support services. Here are the recipients. Alicia Baldwin, a nursing student from Oakbank, Manitoba. Alicia is described as a kind, caring, and very responsible person. Ideal qualities in a nurse. Alicia is a mature student with a diverse professional background and is dedicated to sharing her knowledge and experience to support her peers. As one of 2 third-year representatives for the Nipissing University Nursing Society, Alicia has worked tirelessly to foster camaraderie among her peers and create an environment of support and belonging. Recognizing the importance of effective communication, she initiated monthly check-ins with her class, providing a consistent platform for students to voice their concerns and share feedback. Alicia's efforts have ensured that students excluded during the previous 2 years were added to these platforms and have since fostered a sense of unity within their cohort. Alicia also plays a key role in the student-led peer-to-peer program, an initiative launched in 2023 as part of Nipissing University School of Nursing designation as a best practice spotlight organization. As one of 3 student leads, she has been instrumental in enhancing nursing students' understanding of best practice guidelines, further demonstrating her leadership and commitment to academic excellence. Alicia's commitment to creating positive change stems from her passion for improving things for others, a driving force behind her decision to become a nurse. She has consistently demonstrated her dedication to campus engagement and student success by raising awareness about university resources, such as the Student Learning and Transitions team. When her peers faced challenges with statistics, Alicia organized drop-in study groups through these services to support them. Additionally, Alicia is involved with peer mentorship within her program, where she is a source of support and guidance for junior students. Alicia advises future Lakers to explore their interests and seek opportunities that align with them, whether that's through NUSU, peer support, program-specific student groups, or other campus initiatives. Get involved, step outside your comfort zone, and take advantage of volunteer opportunities at university events. After graduating, Alicia aims to become a registered nurse psychotherapist, specializing in women's health and focusing on perinatal and postpartum mental health. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Alicia with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
From Mattawa, Ontario, Nicholas Botham is known for his integrity, reliability, and commitment to student success. He has shown exceptional leadership in enhancing campus culture, fostering community, and ensuring financial transparency within student organizations. Pursuing his honors specialization in math and his Bachelor of Education degree, Nicholas is involved in numerous extracurricular activities at Nipissing University. He serves as a NUSU Director at Large, representing students and providing input on policies. Working with NUSU has given him the opportunity to be directly involved in shaping the student experience at Nipissing University and will continue to do so as NUSU's next Vice President of Finance and Administration. Nicholas also works with the Relay for Life Committee as Finance Captain, managing fundraising efforts for cancer research. As a mentor within the International Student Mentorship Program, Nicholas supports international students in their transition to university life. He also represents Nipissing as a student recruitment ambassador at recruitment events, such as the Ontario University's Fair and Open House. Nicholas works at the Math Drop-In Center, assisting students with math problems, and also works with the Student Learning and Transition team to provide academic support and help students adjust to university life. As Nicholas has taken on leadership roles, such as his work with NUSU, he has learned the value of active listening and collaboration to address student concerns and enhance the overall student experience. One piece of advice to future Lakers about getting involved on campus would be to not hesitate to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. Even if you're unsure at first, taking that first step can lead to rewarding experiences that shape your university journey. The connections you make and the skills you gain will stay with you long after graduation. After graduating, Nicholas plans to pursue a career in education with the goal of becoming a high school teacher. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Nicholas with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
Next, we have Avery Cafaro, a nursing student from Nobleton, Ontario. Avery exemplifies leadership, resilience, and a deep commitment to both her academic and athletic communities. A proud Laker, she actively engages with her peers, sharing her knowledge and fostering an inclusive campus environment. Physical activity has always been integral to Avery's life, and she's a dedicated student athlete. As a varsity soccer player at Nipissing University and League One competitor during the off-season, she's developed her leadership skills. Beyond playing, she gives back to the sport by coaching at the Nipissing District Soccer Club, where she mentors young athletes and strengthens her connection to the soccer community. Avery's skills extend beyond the soccer pitch. She achieved academic all-Canadian status by maintaining an 80% average or higher for 2 consecutive years, which is no easy feat. Through roles such as Year 1 and 2 representative and currently as president of the Nipissing University Nursing Society, Avery has learned the importance of teamwork and leadership in her professional journey. Additionally, Avery's work as a clinical nurse extern at the hospital placements has reinforced her passion for pursuing a career in pediatric nursing. Avery's advice to future Lakers would be to step out of your comfort zone and get involved. Engaging in campus life is an incredible opportunity to build friendships, develop valuable skills, and leave a lasting impact. Avery's career plan after graduating is to become a pediatric nurse. She is passionate about providing compassionate care to children and their families, advocating for their well-being, and making a positive impact on their health outcomes. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Avery with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
As a social work student from Braeside, Ontario, Daniel Casanto is described by his nominators as outgoing, funny, caring, dedicated, hardworking, and motivated to see students' campus life be enjoyable and welcoming to everyone. Daniel has made significant contributions to the School of Social Work and the broader Nipissing University community. If you attended a Nipissing University event over the past few years, it is likely you would have seen Daniel there in some capacity. As Executive of Social Development for the Nipissing University Social Work Association, Daniel has organized social events, promoted the program, and led the Bachelors to Beyond series, which is dedicated to highlighting Bachelor of Social Work alumni to inspire current students. He has participated in intramural sports, completed a summer internship with NUSU, helped organize Student Orientation Week, worked as a summer residence maintenance student, and been involved in Relay for Life for all 4 years. Recently named a student senator, Daniel represents the student voice within the Faculty of Education and Professional Studies and sits on the Academic Appeals and Petitions Committee. Most impactful for Daniel was his time as a peer supporter within the Mental Health and Wellbeing Department during his second year. His genuine care for others left a lasting positive impact on both his work environment and the people around him. Daniel is motivated by his love for people and the meaningful connections he makes. Meeting people in different roles and contexts has helped him relate and empathize with others while also building an understanding of how diverse and complex the university experience is. Daniel's advice is to put yourself out there and utilize the knowledge and connections you gain from the people you meet along the way. He plans to get a job in the social work field and continue finding ways to keep busy and have fun with life. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Daniel with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
All right, the next award goes to Josiah Dixon, JD. JD from Nipissing, Quebec is known for his positivity, approachability, and dependability. One of his most admirable traits is his ability to find goodness even during tough situations. As a student in the environment and physical geography program, JD balances academics and life while being deeply engaged on campus, helping Indigenous youth transition to university life. As a Wadoktawan mentor in the Inchigigda Young Office of Indigenous Initiatives, he fosters a sense of community, shares his Indigenous Cree culture, and motivates others to participate in OII events. Both musically and artistically inclined, Josiah demonstrates leadership by sharing cultural knowledge and hosting events such as woodland art painting workshops. He always takes time to acknowledge any student finds themselves in the OII and ensures that they do not only feel comfortable in the space. Admired for his positivity and resilience, JD embodies Mino Bud Mudson, living a good life with strong morals and character. JD is respectful, a great leader, mentor, and person. For JD, working with the Indigenous students in the community of the Office of Indigenous Initiatives, this has been a most impactful experience, and the friendships he has formed during his time there have created a strong network of support, collaboration, and shared passion for various initiatives. JD encourages new Lakers to embrace all available clubs, opportunities, and programs. It's a fantastic way to dive into new experiences and learn valuable skills. Getting involved will help you make lasting friendships and connect with others who share your interests. JD is committed to advancing his education by pursuing a Bachelor of Education and Master's degree in the coming years. Following his studies, he aspires to return to his home community to contribute to the Cree School Board and work his way up to bring positive change and valuable knowledge. Nipissing University proudly recognizes JD with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
From Mississauga, Ontario, Alexander Domingos is pursuing his Bachelor of Science in Biology. Alexander is caring, compassionate, and determined to improve community and campus life. Over the past 2 years, Alexander has led the Mental Strength Campaign, a student-led initiative aimed at reducing the stigma surrounding men's mental health. Alexander has worked tirelessly to host events and promote awareness, often handing out pamphlets, and engaging in conversations to raise awareness. Always seeking to make the campaign more inclusive, Alexander has collaborated with NUSU and LGBTQIA+ groups to reach a broader audience. He's passionate about ensuring students are aware of available resources and is committed to being a voice for mental health advocacy on campus. Under Alexander's leadership, the Mental Strength Campaign has grown tremendously, becoming a more student-involved movement. He has introduced a thoughtful approach to encourage student participation, organizing bi-weekly outreach booths addressing various mental health issues such as self-esteem, school-related stress, and seasonal affective disorder. Alexander is a member of the Lakers men's soccer team, where he serves as the Real Talk point person. His compassionate leadership provides his teammates with a sense of safety and support during challenging times. He is also the mental health and well-being assistant with student development and services, planning outreach events, preparing and organizing outreach materials, and much more. Alexandra's advice for future Lakers is to form as many connections as you can. If you have a passion, seek opportunities to channel passions into meaningful contributions to the community. Attending campus activities and events would be an excellent start for incoming students. Alexandra's aspirations lied within the medical field. He plans on applying to medical school or potentially pursuing a Master of Science. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Alexander with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
Okay, our next recipient is Nitish Goyal. Nitish has significantly contributed to campus life at Nipissing University. Described as warm and approachable, he fosters strong connections and inspires others through inclusivity and engagement. Working on his post-bachelor diploma in finance, Nitish organizational skills, leadership, teamwork, and ability to engage others have been evident in the successful execution of Nipissing University business community activities. His involvement in the School of Business and the Nipissing University business community has been instrumental in organizing events, showcasing his dedication to building a vibrant community. Nitish has also been an active volunteer with NUSU and has contributed his time to assist Canadian Blood Services by assisting with swab collection. Additionally, he is involved in several community programs, including the United for Literacy program, the Family Literacy program at the North Bay Public Library, and an online financial literacy program. He also works as a peer tutor with student learning and transitions and helps his peers to be successful in their courses. Nitish is deeply motivated by his passion for creating opportunities for students to connect, learn, grow beyond the classroom. He believes that a strong campus community enhances the university experience, and he's committed to contributing to that by organizing events, supporting initiatives, and fostering student engagement. His advice for future Lakers is to say yes to new experiences. The more you put in, the more you get out. Join that club, volunteer for that cause, and show up for events. Yes, even the early morning ones. After graduating, Nitish plans to explore career opportunities in investment banking. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Nitish with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
As a third-year nursing student from Englehart, Ontario, Maggie Mowbray is described as a powerhouse of a human being, kind, caring, yet firm and professional, with a strong work ethic. Her passion for supporting others is evident in her creative programming and commitment to community development. Maggie has worked with Residence Life for the past 2 years, first as an academic don and then as a community assistant, supporting student staff with their programming, their students, and emergency situations. She ensures that every voice is heard, provides her team with support through roommate mediation and conflicts, and guides her team when faced with programming difficulties. On multiple occasions, she has volunteered her time to support dons before, during, and after heavy student interactions. Maggie credits her time with Residence Life for giving her the space to develop as a leader and a person. Maggie demonstrates a genuine care for those around her, a quality that has also contributed to her success in the nursing program. Last year, she had the opportunity to take part in the official opening of the George and Helen Very Simulation Center, showcasing the various equipment and versatility of the Simulation Center to the public. With anything I do, I look forward to meeting new people the most. For me, the people I get to work with and serve make my job better. I also love to be involved with the student community and make a positive impact on someone's day, she says. Maggie's advice for new Lakers is not unlike the advice given by other students today. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and try new things. It could be nerve-wracking to do things on your own or to try something new, but it is always worth it. There is always something you can learn from each other, regardless of what you are doing. Maggie plans to work in Northern Ontario as a nurse for a few years before applying to the nurse practitioner program. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Maggie with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
Our next recipient is Ricardo Neves. Hailing from Lisbon, Portugal, Ricardo is described by his nominators as positive, hardworking, and determined. He has demonstrated exceptional leadership at Nipissing University, excelling academically, athletically, and socially. As a member of the Nipissing University business community, he has organized numerous events, including Entrepreneurship Day, Halloween Fright Night, and various workshops. He coordinated all event logistics, from reaching out to faculty, instructors, and community members, to scheduling, advertising, and promotion. Ricardo took pride in developing these events, which created connections among students as well as faculty members. While working on his Bachelor of Business Administration in the finance concentration, Ricardo is spearheading a fundraising initiative aimed at establishing the inaugural Nipissing University Business Community Bursary. This grant will provide financial support to deserving business students, reflecting Ricardo's commitment to fostering academic excellence and empowering future leaders with the university community. In addition to his contributions to the School of Business, Ricardo has been dedicated as a Lakers basketball player, coaching high school teams and organizing summer camps. As captain of the men's varsity basketball team, he excels both on and off the court, carrying a full course load while maintaining an outstanding GPA. He has volunteered extensively on campus and in the community, including West Ferris High School. He also holds the distinction of being the first international student in Nipissing University's history to achieve the prestigious title of a two-time academic All-Canadian, which is awarded to exceptional student athletes who achieve an academic standing of 80% or better while playing on one of their university varsity teams. Ricardo advises new Lakers to take advantage of the small class sizes. This allows you to create connections with faculty and ultimately opportunities for students. After graduating, Ricardo plans to return to Lisbon to pursue a master's degree. And Nipissing University proudly recognizes Ricardo with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
From St. George, Ontario, Taylor Schell is an exceptional student leader at Nipissing University, excelling in academics, athletics, and community involvement. Described as friendly and approachable, Taylor is a role model for her peers. Working on her Bachelor of Physical and Health Education, Taylor has consistently excelled academically and athletically, earning the President's Entrance Scholarship, Schoolic Scholarship, and Youth Sports Academic All-Canadian for 4 consecutive years. Taylor was also awarded the Emmy Follis University Founders Athletics Award last year in recognition of her exemplary level of extracurricular and voluntary activities. Taylor has worked as an undergraduate research assistant for 2 faculty members here at Nipissing. Most recently, she worked with Dr. Allison Schinkel-Ivey on a project examining relationships between postural stability and spatiotemporal parameters in biomechanics. Previously, Taylor worked with Dr. Bruno DaCosta on his project examining youth motivation to engage in either physical activity or sedentary behaviors. Outside of labs and classrooms, Taylor has been extensively involved in various roles, including student recruitment ambassador, Relay for Life committee member, peer tutor, student tour guide, lab research assistant, and member of the Nipissing University Physical Health Education Society. She has also served as an athletic student trainer, captain of the Nipissing women's soccer team, Real Talk mental health point person, and a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Taylor's time as athletic student tour guide has been most impactful for her, allowing her to share her positive experience with prospective Nipissing student athletes and showing them around the beautiful campus, expressing why they should become a Laker. Taylor's advice for future Lakers is simple: do it. Say no to nothing because you never know what doors you will open by joining a club, trying a sport, or meeting new friends. After graduation, Taylor plans to attend Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Taylor with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
All right, and the next award goes to Roshni Siraj Turangia. From Orangeville, Ontario, Roshni is described as a perfect balance of empathy, kindness, and compassion, coupled with efficiency, precision, and tact. Working on her mathematics degree in the applied stream, she's an active student in many different areas on campus, including residence life. As a community assistant in Governor's House, her primary role is to support her student team and cultivate a strong sense of community both within her group and throughout Governor's House. Roshni excels in providing support during challenging roommate mediations or conflicts and offers guidance when her team faces programming difficulties. Having served as a resident Don for 2 years before becoming a community assistant, Roshni demonstrates her dedication to students she has served. She does not shy away from difficult situations. On one occasion, she stepped up with no notice, de-escalated a critical situation, and supported a student in a very short time frame. Residence life has taught her to be more confident in herself and her abilities. Roshni also encourages other students to get involved on campus in other ways, such as the International Student Mentorship Program, ISMP. She has helped international students feel welcomed and supported, fostering an inclusive environment. Roshni also serves as the Vice President of the Math and Computer Science Club. She motivates her peers to get involved, enhancing campus culture and student engagement. Her dedication to helping and uplifting others is a driving force behind her involvement. One piece of advice that she has for future Lakers is to get involved with something you're passionate about and don't hesitate to put yourself out there. There are a lot of like-minded individuals in the community who are waiting to make meaningful connections. In addition, don't hesitate to start something new and become the leader that you can be. Roshni credits Nipissing University for shaping her life into the hard-working and strong-willed individual she is today. Roshni's future aspiration is to travel and teach abroad, gaining new experience and skills. She would like to pursue her Master of Business Mathematics at Georgetown University. And Nipissing University proudly recognizes Roshni with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category.
Emma Sims from Barrie, Ontario, exemplifies student leadership through her approachable, warm, and hardworking nature. She is committed to making campus life enjoyable and welcoming for all students. As a student in her professional years of the social work program, Emma stands out among her peers. She has been serving as a representative of the Nipissing University Social Work Association for 4 consecutive years, including 2 years in leadership positions. Emma has organized events such as Social Work Week, and has contributed to multiple committees advocating for student perspectives and program improvements. Emma's contributions to campus extend beyond her program. She has mentored international students, participated in gender-based violence prevention initiatives, and served as an Orientation Week leader. Her involvement in various campus activities, including intramural sports and fundraising for cancer research through Relay for Life, demonstrates her dedication to the university community. A particular passion of Emma's has been the celebration of Social Work Week in Ontario. Last year, Emma led the organization of the event Expanding Social Work Practice, opening doors to work outside the box, bringing together multiple social work practitioners for a panel discussion on working in atypical settings within the field. Her passion towards community, learning, and connecting with others is what motivates her to get involved with the Nipissing University campus. Emma strives to contribute to a safer and supportive university experience for all students. Her advice to future Lakers is that while getting involved on campus can sometimes feel daunting, it is one of the best decisions she has made throughout her university experience. The relationships, experiences, and knowledge gained through campus life involvement are valuable and will stick with you for a long time. After graduating, she plans to become a registered social worker, where she will continue to support and engage with the community. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Emma with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the campus category. The community recipients is the last category of the day. To be nominated in the community category, a student must have made a significant contribution to an external organization or group. As a volunteer, the student used their knowledge gained at university to affect the success of the local organization. Their leadership and participation must have provided a demonstrated benefit and shown concern for local issues residents. Here are the recipients.
Thomas Doherty. From Red Lake, Ontario, Thomas is working on his PhD in education. He has been a dedicated volunteer in Northwestern Ontario for over 30 years, supporting youth, recreation sports, and advocating for the Métis community. His contributions have earned him numerous awards, including the Governor-General's Sovereign's Medal for Volunteers, Physical and Health Education Canada's National Award for Teaching Excellence, and OFIA's Award for Outstanding Contribution, and Inspire's National Educator Award for Innovative Teaching Practice. Well, congratulations. Thomas's leadership is evident through his various roles in numerous organizations, such as the Red Lake Minor Ball and Youth Soccer, where he saw the need to evolve youth baseball and soccer in Red Lake, and created a partnership with Northwestern Ontario and Manitoba to bring their coach and player resources and officiating development. He has held positions on the Red Lake Indian Friendship Center's Board of Directors, advocating for Métis and Indigenous rights. As a mentor with Teach for Canada and Inspire, Thomas has provided professionalism and professional development in sport coaching to teachers in Northern First Nation communities. As a Métis, Thomas has found that through various assignments, he's been able to reconnect and become engaged in his aspect of his culture and heritage once more. For Thomas, the most impactful experience is his involvement coaching minor sports in the community and at school. As an educator, he enjoys transferring valuable skills to those that he coaches to help them enjoy physical activity throughout their whole lives. Thomas encourages future Lakers to remember that we enter this world with tremendous opportunity and possibility and leave with only a name and legacy as to what we have accomplished. Thomas hopes to continue doing what brings him joy, actively participating in the community. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Thomas with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the community category.
Darquise Frappier is actively engaged in community service in North Bay and her home communities Verner and Sudbury. Currently pursuing her Bachelor of Physical and Health Education, she combines her passion for health and wellness with her dedication to helping others. Since 2018, Darquise has volunteered at various events, including Terry Fox fundraising events and the North Bay Regional Health Center Walk Run. In North Bay, she mentors young girls through Big Brothers Big Sisters Go Girls program, helping to educate them on physical and mental well-being. Darquise serves as the communications and media representative for the Nipissing University Physical Health and Education Society, promoting student involvement in health and wellness. Beyond campus, she also advocates for Métis youth as the youth representative for Métis Nation families on the Firekeepers Council and volunteers at the North Bay Regional Health Center's fundraising events. Darquise's passion for service began early in life. At just 10 years old, she founded a nonprofit called Helping is Caring. Over the years, this nonprofit has supported children in an orphanage in Jamaica, providing winter clothing to homeless shelters, and educated youth on the importance of healthy living. Helping is Caring has shaped her leadership skills and shown her the importance of using her voice to make a difference. She encourages new Lakers to step outside their comfort zone and say yes to new opportunities. University is more than academics. Even if something feels unfamiliar at first, you never know where it might lead or how it might shape your future. After graduating, Darquise plans to pursue medical school at the Northern Ontario School of Medicine, aspiring to specialize in child psychiatry. She is committed to advocating for Métis culture and Indigenous health, ensuring culturally competent care and social accountability remains central to healthcare in Northern Ontario. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Darkis with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the community category.
Our next recipient is Vanessa Hull. From Hamilton, Ontario, Vanessa Hull is described as a compassionate, empathetic, and dedicated person. As a social work student in her professional years, these qualities are evident through initiatives like the Nipissing Hunger Collective, which combats food insecurity by providing free food handlers certification training and stocking the student food bank. Vanessa's most impactful experience has been working for the Gathering Places Food Outreach Program. For 3 years, she has supported hundreds of community members within North Bay, Sturgeon Falls, and Mattawa. This low-barrier program also provides food support for Nipissing University's student food bank. Vanessa served at the North Bay Warming Centre for 2 years, advocating for increased collaboration and accessibility between the city's social services while providing a safe, warm, and judgment-free environment for those in need. In addition, Vanessa has played a pivotal role in facilitating free haircuts for community members, enhancing the dignity and well-being of individuals experiencing hardships. She furthered her leadership as chair of the Nipissing University Social Work Association, fostering professional development opportunities and building partnerships with external organizations such as the Ontario Association of Social Workers. Vanessa's university experience has deepened her understanding of social and political structures and their roles in a community's success or dysfunction, and her biggest motivation is seeing the impact community services has for others. She believes in collective care and the responsibility of all of us to keep our communities thriving. Vanessa's advice to future Lakers is not to be scared to be the first in your group to get out there. Often, others are waiting to see if anyone else is willing to get involved. Be that motivation for someone to pay it forward. Vanessa has plans to pursue a career in social work in Northern Ontario, focusing on issues such as homelessness, food insecurity, and gender-based and interpersonal violence, while continuing to provide support through advocacy, education, and counseling. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Vanessa with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the community category.
From Milton, Ontario, Lovedeep is currently pursuing his RPN to BSCN nursing degree while making a significant impact in nursing education and advocacy. He has been actively involved in the Best Practice Spotlight Organization, BPSO, steering committee at Nipissing University School of Nursing, helping to advance evidence-based nursing education and practice. As a dedicated leader, Lovedeep has played a key role in the Best Practice Guideline class project developed as a BPG champion and engaged at both regional and international levels within the student-led RNAO Global Symposium Network. His contributions extend beyond the classroom. Lovedeep has volunteered numerous hours as a student representative, presented at the Indigenous Focus RNAO Symposium, and has participated in the inaugural student-led Best Practice Spotlight Organization's Global Academic Student Conference. At this conference, he enhanced communication capacity by planning translation support and engagement strategies. Recognized for his leadership, he received a letter of appreciation from the CEO of RNAO for co-leading the RNAO Global Symposium Network and for overseeing the person and family-centered care section. This has been his most impactful experience, and he was one of 3 Canadian students involved. Lovedeep continues to enhance BPSO mandate and evidence-informed practice within the School of Nursing and beyond. He actively promotes evidence-based nursing in his workplace, has submitted a grant to increase public awareness of BPSO initiatives, and provides mentorship and educational resources to fellow nursing students. Lovedeep is described as a kind and friendly person who has demonstrated leadership, collaboration, and support for other students. Lovedeep is a national leader and can mobilize others towards meaningful goals. After graduation, Lovedeep plans to take on leadership roles within healthcare organizations and pursue a teaching career, continuing to inspire future nursing professionals. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Lovedeep with the Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the community category.
All right, the next recipient is Ruby Pilatsky. From Petawawa, Ontario, Ruby is currently pursuing her Bachelor of Science with a specialization in mathematics. Known for her positive attitude, strong work ethic, and commitment to supporting others, Ruby has dedicated countless hours to volunteering and mentorship. Her motivation to give back stems from her own experiences. Growing up with type 1 diabetes, she benefited greatly from the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, JDRF. She has volunteered over 450 hours of community service with significant contributions as an ambassador for JDRF, raising over $60,000. In 2021, Ruby walked 100 kilometers, raising $27,000 for diabetes research. Ruby was recently invited to discuss juvenile diabetes with the Health Minister, Mark Holland, members of Parliament, and senators in the House of Commons. Ruby is involved with Relay for Life and the Diabetes Hope Foundation mentorship program. Her volunteer work also includes serving as a volunteer counselor at a hockey camp for players with type 1 diabetes. For the past 4 years, Ruby has volunteered with the North Bay and District Girls Hockey Association, serving as an assistant coach and trainer. Her dedication and volunteer hours exceed those of any other non-parent coach or student. To further instill the importance of giving back, Ruby organized a Terry Fox Run team to raise money for a coexistent coach who had been diagnosed with cancer, even shaving her own head in support. Reflecting on her experiences, Ruby finds coaching the junior Lakers to be the most rewarding. Seeing young athletes grow has been particularly meaningful. Ruby encourages new students to get involved, and emphasizing that close-knit community of Nipissing and North Bay offers endless opportunities. Ruby says, if you have an interest, there's probably a club, society, or association for it. If you're lucky, that community might even feel like family, a comforting feeling when you're away from home. After graduation, Ruby plans to attend Teachers College and pursue a career as a high school math teacher. Nipissing University proudly recognizes Ruby with a Dave Marshall Leadership Award in the community category.
Before we conclude, please give a round of applause to all the recipients of the 2025 Dave Marshall Leadership Awards.
Congratulations, everyone. We want to also extend a sincere thanks to the awards committee, marketing, communications, NUSU for hosting, and for being Okay, I will project. We want to thank everyone who was nominated for your hard work and dedication. You are seen, we see you. And to everybody here who is supporting, whether it was someone who was nominated or received an award, you mean something pretty special. We're very, very glad to have you here at Nipissing University. Hillary Neal and the SLT team, this couldn't happen without you, so thank you so much. A big round.
Congratulations to the 2025 Dave Marshall Leadership Award recipients, and thank you everyone so much for joining today. Please stick around for refreshments and pictures. Thank you so much.